before we kick off with everything today. So right now it's about 26 degrees Celsius. Might not be raining at your end, in the city, because it's going to sort of rain in some parts and not some parts. But all through the day, you might still get a rainfall probably way into the night. So between now and nightfall, weather is going to the temperature would continue rising, and there might be thunderstorms around 2 p.m. today, 3 p.m. today, and 4 p.m. today, and the rest of the day would be mostly cloudy because weather would be peaking at 34 degrees Celsius and keep dropping later into the night up onto 25, 26 degrees Celsius much later today. So it's safe to say that it's going to be like a cozy day, so to say. It's going to be a cozy day. So if you have, your better half, yeah, you're good. And if you have a teddy bear, you're good as well. If you have a pillow, you're good. If you have a duvet, you're good as well. But before you step up a coffee, a cup of tea, hot one, to be precise. But if you're, I don't want to mention, you can just wing it, right? Anyway, I'll be here from now till 9:55 on the show, and between now and 8:10, where we check out the front pages of the Nigerian dailies. There is the motivation quote to check out, because we have to motivate ourselves, going into the new day, and we have to just do better. Yeah. So today out of the studios. So today we'll be looking at something really, really fantastic for our motivation quote this morning. It actually says, peace comes from within and do not seek it without. That is, do not seek peace from outside of yourself. Peace actually comes from inside of yourself. Like, as I heard something the other day, and you might actually just want to think that, oh yeah, it's typical, of all this, how would I say, relationship quotes and all of that. Someone did say that, do not be my peace, be at peace with yourself, and don't interrupt my own peace with your, chaos. I don't know if you understand. Quite a number of times we don't even know we are not at peace with ourselves, and much so as, we're not at peace with ourselves. We influence or affect people around us. Now, the phrase peace comes from within, do not seek it in without, that is, do not seek it outside, is well-known quote and often attributed to Buddha, emphasizing the importance of finding your inner peace rather than relying on external factors for tranquility. Even in marriages, they will tell you, marriage counselors will tell you, don't expect your partner to be your happiness or the source of your happiness. Can they actually help you in, should I say, maybe be like a sprinkle on your cup of ice cream? Yeah, maybe, but do not put that responsibility on them solely that they have to be my source of joy, my source of happiness. No, you have to be happy from within, because inner peace is actually the core message of this particular quote. And peace is not found in material possession, external circumstance, or actions of others, but rather from within ourselves. That might not even happen, right? And then you have to focus on the present as well, because emphasizing inner peace, the quote actually implicit, or should I say, it actually suggests focus on the present, right? Present moment, and a detachment from worries about probably the past or probably the future. I know something bad, terrible really happened to you, something that you didn't deserve happened to you in the past. You might want to move on from that and just focus on the present right now. Focus on your future, and then you'll be good. And having anxiety about the future, oh, will this happen? Will all this happen? Yeah, would I amount to anything? I know we tend to be worried about these things, but you have to be in the present. Because if you don't stay in the present and don't enjoy the journey, there's no point going to where you think you're going. You have to stay in the present to enjoy the journey, right? And don't forget, the quote for today says, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. That is, it comes from inside. Do not seek it from outside. External factors will not give you the peace that you're looking for. Yesterday we spoke about how you need to be at peace with yourself as well. I'm taking it further today to tell you that you have to get your peace from your inside. It is an inside thingy. You can't get it from outside. Yeah, peace is from inside and not necessarily from outside. External factors, like I say, might not give you the peace that you are looking for. All right, so that's that about that. I'll be heading back to the music, and this one is Ashake doing Why Love. Stick around, do not go anywhere. We'll return with the headlines on the front pages of the Nigerian dailies for this morning. But in the meantime, Why Love, Ashake. Stick around.
Tune into the King of Sounds and Blues.
Ọlọ́ládé mi Àṣàkẹ́.
Áńgẹ́lì kan máa lé mi, obìnrin tó bá fẹ́ rú mi, consider lucky. My baby, let's keep on jamming. This fire cannot cool down, baby, damn it, it's not me. Body shallow, my baby. Alone, like only God, Ya Rabbi. Ilahi, ọba tó dá mi. Ó dá mi tán, orí big money. My type. Confess size. Brother, my wine. My baby, you are my special one. My bestie, you know I'm a soldier boy. But in your case, I'll calm down. Admire your confidence, they bust my head. Take it easy. One for the road, keep it steady. Two for my girl to get energy. But the magnetizing, fascinating. You light up the room, illuminating. Captivating, who can charge me? Such a bad bitch, but the bad me. Keep it moving, or a body. My type. Perfect size. Brother, my wine.
We are the newest in your city, the station that brings real entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
Spyro, lo, lo, lo. Why you dey shine this kind of? You don't suffocate, not the kind of. Now why did they leave? They no kind of. That's the kind of.
Other girls that my status. Now you are the post for my status. Only you I want drive for my tragos. And I want make you day for my tacos. For my tacos. Oh yeah, wagbo. All of these girls then they will make you trouble. But now you way I want for my tacos. Pretty body. Yeah, girls, I sing it. You are beautiful. Chocolate. Black skin caramel.
It's a beautiful day to be alive, 9th day in the month of April, and this is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. It is 15 minutes past 8 a.m. rather. 15 minutes past 8 a.m. and my name is Bolabad, and we are here and we are set to have a great time. It is time to check out the front pages of the headlines of front pages of the newspaper dailies this morning to talk about the headlines on the front pages. And quite a number of the newspapers have just a handful of headlines. So I have the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard newspaper, there is the Nigerian Tribune, the Guardian newspaper, and also the Nation newspaper this very morning. So we kick off with the Punch newspaper this morning. The first headline that I'll be taking reads, Zulum says military failing to repel insurgents, DHQ fires back. And the story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. So the biggest headline on the front page, 11 PDP governors urge Supreme Court to halt Rivers emergency rule, and has a writer with it. It says governors finally file suit as president. NAS get 14 days to respond. And that story can also be found on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. The rest of the front page actually talks about a Bank African Trade Center Abuja being open for business, and we'll move on from that to another daily this morning. Moving on to Vanguard newspaper this morning. The first headline reads, Shatima inaugurates NISO board, signals new era in power sector reform. And that story is on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. It is 14% for somewhere like China. It is 14% for somewhere like China. It is 50%. And now the Nigeria has actually said, you know what, 25 items are going to be banned, actually. Not even all. We're not even putting tariffs on them, which I feel like is very, very cool. Yeah, I like it, honestly. And now the United States is actually crying foul and all of that. I mean, you can't just be like, oh, be there and start deciding, that our country is like the promised land, and if you're going to be bringing in goods, because we have the population and all of that, you're going to be paying for the goods you're bringing in, bruh. Anyway, moving on from that, there is NSA warning. This headline reads, NSA warns against ransom payment to terrorist kidnappers, others, and that story is on page 8 of, Vanguard newspaper this morning. Lead poisoning. And this is the kicker of this headline. Federal government indicts monarchs, orders illegal miners out of Zamfara. And that story is on page 11 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now moving on to the wins Niger Delta Sports Festival with 42 golds, and that story can be found on page 32 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to the Nigerian Tribune this morning, we begin serialization of Ayo Adebanjo's book, telling it as it is, on page 17. All right, so another headline reads, bandits are taking over 64 communities in Plateau, and that is, a statement credited to Muftwang, and that story is on page 25 of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Borno losing ground to Boko Haram, and that's a statement credited to Zulum, and that story is on page 20 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Now to the biggest headline on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Presidency Ndume row over lopsided appointment claim has a couple of two riders attached to it. Tinubu's appointment not reflecting federal character, says Ndume. Another rider reads, your outburst reeks of hypocrisy, a selective perception. And that's a statement credited to presidency. That story can, however, be found on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Now moving on to another headline, and this one reads, Rivers, that is the kicker of this particular headline. Court stops IBAS from appointing administrators in local government areas, and that story is on page 30 of the Nigerian Tribune. I thought it was there to just oversee and not... Anyway, the court has actually stopped him. And so we're going to look at another one. Shatima inaugurates NRSO board, signals new era in power sector reforms. And that story has a rider attached to it. It is a significant milestone in ongoing power sector reform, says Billy. And that story can be found on page 11 of a Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Now moving on to another story. Ondo farmers' youth protest over alleged killing of farmers by suspected herdsmen, and that story is on page 3 of a Nigerian Tribune this morning. Reps worry over food scarcity, rising prices, and that story is on, as a rider to it, begin probe of intervention funds to MDAs from 2017 to 2024. It's about time. And like the famous saying goes, it's about to go down. All right, now moving on from the Nigerian Tribune to the Guardian newspaper. The first headline actually does read, it says that 16,000 doctors exit in 7 years of fiscal loss, says federal government. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. PINL, one of the 100 visionaries and transformative companies that shaped Nigeria's economic landscape in 2024, tells its success story. That story is on the front page of the Guardian as well. Moving on from the Guardian newspaper to the Nation newspaper this very morning. The headline actually reads, I think it's just one headline on the front page of the Nation newspaper this morning. Our reform initiatives have improved PCC's fortune, says Chief Commissioner Abubakar. That story is on the front page of the Nation newspaper this very morning, and it continues on page 2 of the Nation newspaper this morning. The rest of the front page of the Nation newspaper actually talks about the Bank African Trade Center in Abuja being open for business. And that is it for the headlines for today. I'll be heading back to the music right now, and this one is a fresh... Azizam is the title. Man took it to the subway in the United States of America to perform. In between the dancing lights, be mine, Azizam. I wanna be nowhere. I wanna be one in this space. I wanna be tangled and wrapped in your cloud. I wanna be close to your face. But tomorrow can wait. Time in this sun is away. What they say, we can do it our way. And if love's just a game, then come and play.
lost in your free. I wanna live here in the moment we found. I wanna be all that you see. But tomorrow can wait. Freezing time in this place till the sun is awake. Be like a magnet on me. I don't care what they say. We can do it our way. And if love's just a game, then come and play. Aziza, leave me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza. Leave me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza. Aziza. Aziza.
The newest in your city, the station that brings real entertainment. Melody FM 100.7 Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
Amen. Many things I go buy for my baby and I'm a dying low. For a papa uncle, I go to Baleko. Ojo in a mansion. Now you just got my. For the time I know fish you up, I go buy you Patek. My pretty Cinderella, you be daddy spec. Just name anything you want, I go right to check. I go right to check. Position, formation, rotation, collision. Money long, money short. You too much is causing pollution. Give me like you give me love potion. Then want me, I know you question. Ambition, I get the ambition. We go know about my mission. You want sing, jacuzzi. That's the real life, I promise you go see. But you, there is no way I'm losing. Money long, baby, gotta see. Understand, I be man with love with my woman. My woman no like you lazy man. Alima, tell them say you deal with money man. Adia, camera, I give her the money for your charge. I give her the money to my charge. I give her the money for your charge. Too much money for my colo. I like girl, I feel to spend it all on you. Say you want to bounce, telling my baby on a euros. Put you in a mansion and a Lamborghini euros. Too much money for my quality. None of these toys on lease to made your whole year in a week too. Made out of your lip too. Side out of your lip too. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ever into skinny pieces. Then she clean up with her face, but I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see a shade. Switch on my side, like to get any lane. Switch on my core if I kill any pain. Look what you done. I'm a mug, star boy. Look what you done. I'm a mug, star boy. Every day and try to test me, yeah. Every day and try to end me, yeah. Pull off in that roadster SV, yeah. Pockets overweight, getting hefty, yeah. Coming for the king, that's a far cry. I come alive in the full time, the competition, I don't really listen. I'm in the blue moon, song, bumping new edition. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ever into skinny pieces. Then she clean up with her face, but I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see pray for cause. House so empty, need a centerpiece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ever into skinny pieces. Then
and she clean up with her face, man, I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see the shade. Switch on my side, I take any lane. Switch on my core if I kill any pain. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy. Look what you done. I'm a star boy.
Melody 100.7 FM.
Two-Face, T-Pain. Let's go. Ever since I left you, I've been to hell and I'm back. Now my baby, I wanna give you all my body and soul. Now I want to give you the keys to all that I got. Girl, you're my star, you are my rainbow. Cause now I don't see rainbows everywhere I go. It never used to be so. Oh, now my heart is cold. Now it's a big cloud, hovering over my soul. And I want to shout, don't wanna be on mute no more. Shut. Ever since I left you, girl, it's like I fell off. Now I can't get back online since I logged off. Now I'm feeling all alone, I don't feel free no more. I'm a prisoner for you like I'm in handcuffs. Now I wonder what I was thinking when I took off. Now I realize that your lips and body so soft. Girl, I'm not too proud to beg, I will kneel and kiss your leg, cause I'm fed up. Ever since I left you, I've been through hell and I'm back. Now my baby, I wanna give you all my body and soul. In fact, I want to give you the keys to all that I got. Girl, you're my star, you are my rainbow.
Hey, you got away and I can't get you back. It's my fault, I can't lie about that. And I'm searching for you all over the sky. No matter rain or sunshine, I can't wait to make you mine again. And this time I won't let you out of my sight. I'll be looking to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back, and everywhere I go. I always think I see my rainbow, and you are never anywhere to be found. I'm not trying to stress you. You know I'm not the best dude. Without you, I'm a mess, boo. I got nothing left, so I must confess. Ever since I left you,
I've been to hell and I'm back. Now my baby, I wanna give you all my body and soul. In fact, I want to give you the keys to all that I got. Girl, you're my star, you are my rainbow. She like a man. Girl, I'm down on my knees. Accept my apologies. You know easy. Now I realize it should be you and I. You and I. Ever since I left. See, ever since I left you, girl. The key is you. You are my rain. In fact, I want to give you the keys to all that I got. You are my rainbow. Ever since I left you, I wanna give you all my body and soul. In fact, I want to give you the keys to all that I got. Girl, you're my star, you are my rainbow.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool.
for the birds. You ain't nothing but a vulture. Always hoping for the worst, waiting for me to. You regret the day when I find another girl, yeah. They know just what I need, she know just what I mean. When I tell her keep it drama free, whoa.
Rarely sit but poke me some, cause when it's all said and done, I ain't gonna be the one that she can always run to. I hate liars, love, I'm tired of trying. My heart big but it be quiet. I don't never feel like we vibing, cause every time we alone it's an awkward silence. So leave your keys on the kitchen counter and give me back that ruby ring with the big diamond. It is over, what you tripping for? I don't wanna have to let you go, but baby, I think it's better if I let you know.
I'm on some new, I'm chucking my juices up to her. I'm moving on to something better, better, better. No more trying to make it work. Make me wanna say bye-bye, say bye-bye, say bye-bye to her. Make me wanna say bye-bye, say bye-bye, say bye-bye to her. Yeah.
Look, my shorty always on some wood like Chicago, so I flip that and the index finger follow. Deuces, we ain't got no future in tomorrow. I'm a so it shouldn't be that hard to swallow. The other chick I'm with never complaining. She make me wanna leave the one I'm with, Usher Raymond. Probably didn't register, don't trip, later on it will. Shorty full of drama like gangster, Grizzles. I finally noticed it, it finally hit me. Like Tina did Ike in the limo, it finally hit me. I got a new chick, and she ain't you. She Paula Patton thick, she give me deja vu. And all that attitude, I don't care about it. But all breezy rap, 2 up, 2 down. But I'm just putting 2 up, chucking up the deuce now.
Every breath I breathe, chasing this American dream. We sweat for a nickel and a dime, turn it into an empire. Whoa, breathing this feeling. Just close your eyes and breathe. Just close your eyes and breathe. Breathe out, breathe in. American oxygen, whoa. Every breath I breathe, chasing this American dream. We sweat for a nickel and a dime, turn it into an empire. Whoa, breathing this feeling. American oxygen. American oxygen. American oxygen, whoa, breathing this feeling. American oxygen, whoa. Every breath I breathe, chasing this American dream. We sweat for a nickel and a dime, turn it into an empire. Whoa, breathing this feeling. American oxygen. This is the new America. We are the new America. This is the new America. We are the new America. This is the new. American oxygen, whoa, breathing this feeling. American oxygen. This is the new America. We are the new America. This is the new America. We are the new America.
We are the real home of entertainment. Melody FM 100.
Your time is running out.
Say it like you mean. Say it like you mean it. Mean it. Mean it. You better mean it. Oh, say that sound to me. Girl, you know it's all on on my way. The link up overdose. This ain't Madden. This ain't 2K. If you gon' run game, you gon' have to scream another name. You said you wanted to see me. I be tryna keep it low key. Send a private jet, make it easy. I pull up in that Lamborghini. I know you want me. You know I really want you, girl. You know I want you, but you high. My time is running out. I better get it now. My time is running out. I gotta get it now.
See the way you did look me. I should be the one that is teasing. I want for one shady beauty. Look at them, what for your she be. I know you want me. I know you really want me. Yeah. I know you want me. Your time is running out. You better get it now. Your time is running out. Your time is running out. You better get it now. Your time is running out. You better get it now.
Melody 100.
Kelly.
And it's another one from me. Hey. Listen. You tell me, say you know my gift. It be like say you did there when God they give me. This voice way I did take the sing. You open your mouth to tell me that I need to switch. If you say I start today, see the many blessings where they come my way. See me, I know they like to brag, but one thing sure, I know what I'm about. To be a bad guy, don't be by force. To roll up in your wrist, don't be by force. To be a bad guy, don't be by force. To roll up in your wrist, don't you make your money? And let me make mine. You dealing, my day, my own. 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 You dealing, this one no be American Idol, so you're again. The funny thing is say my level now is on another place.
Don't mind me, I'm sorry. Mama never taught me how to be lazy. Don't mind me, I'm sorry. Mama never taught me how to be lazy. Now I'm standing up. Now I'm standing on my own. Looking out for road in my own. Looking out for road is more folks. Bye, is more folks. Bye. I'm not your mate. Come back, push it. Come back, push it. You're dying. Come back, push it. And come back, push it. You're dying. Come on.
Basically speaking, I'm no one to talk amiss. But if I quiet too much, you go say my tongue they miss. My only competition is myself, I swear to God, I love to love. But if you shoot, now me go score.
Yeah, you see, but man, the king now. Everywhere I go, they put the music repeat though. No be lie, no be lie. I'm doing good, my brother.
Now I'm staring down the scraper, looking down on all the haters. Hey.
Melody FM, Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
All right, so we are back to it. It is 2 minutes past 9 a.m. of the country, just when the news of, the World Bank approving the Nigerian loan, or should I say the federal government loan, went through last week. We did talk about, the the figure of what we are owing. And we now have a rough estimate as of the fourth quarter of the 2024. That is last year. Do not forget the first quarter of 2025 just, came to a wrap in March. But today we'll be looking at something really, really peculiar, talking about the external debt service hitting 1.08 billion US dollars in the fourth quarter of the year 2024. And this is a statement credited to DMO, happens to be, the one in charge of, that is the Debt Management Office of Nigeria. Now, the, statement was actually released yesterday as Nigeria's external debt servicing rose sharply to $1.08 billion in the fourth quarter of the year 2024, marking a significant increase from the previous quarter, according to the data released by the Debt Management Office. And the latest figures also show that Nigeria's total debt service costs reached about 3.57 million naira in the third quarter of the year 2024, up by 60 billion naira, or about 1.7% from the 3.51 trillion naira recorded in the second quarter of 2024. Now, the breakdown of the external debt payment reveals that $600.71 million, or about 55.7% of the total, was paid to multilateral lenders. Of this amount, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, received the largest share with a payment of about 407.97 million US dollars, the highest to any single creditor during the time. So these developments came amid, growing concerns over Nigeria's ballooning public debt, which Daily Post previously reported at rising to about 144.67 trillion naira as of December 2024, up from the 97.34 trillion at the end of 2023. Now, the increase in debt servicing obligations, especially to foreign creditors, continues to raise alarm over the country's fiscal sustainability, particularly, in light of persistent revenue shortfalls. And that is not what I would actually be talking about alone. There is also Mohammed Ali Ndume an interview, and he alleged, federal government borrowing without NAS approval, which is actually very, very audacious coming from him. And I actually tried to look at this man, and he was, as a matter of fact, how would I put it now? He has been talking against the federal government's character lately, talking about how, this, administration has been, biased when it comes to appointment, talking about, the borrowings and everything. And I looked at it. This man was actually the Senate Majority Whip up until last year, July. And you look at it, and he's also, let me shock you, he's also a politician under the APC, that is All Progressive Congress political party. But I'm really like, what is really going on? Anyway, granted an interview, like I said, and he said that, the federal government actually go as far as borrowing money, without the approval of the Senate. Take a listen.
23, $500 million was borrowed for women program to scale up what they call NPWPLC. Can you see that? Can Nigerians see it? Where are the women? Then on June 23rd, the same day, $800 million was borrowed to cushion the impact of high petrol prices after fuel subsidy removal. How? Where? Then on September 23rd, 2003, under the same government, $700 million was borrowed again for Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment. Then, on December 23rd, the same thing, $750 million borrowed through what they call renewable energy scale-up. Then June 2024, 1.5 billion was borrowed to support Nigeria's reform for economic stabilization to enable transformation.
That one sounds very spurious, I have to be honest.
Okay, you see?
That one sounds very spurious, I have to be honest.
Okay, you see? Then in June 24th, $750 million again was borrowed for immediate financial and technical support for efforts to stabilize economy and to scale up support to the poor and most economically at risk. Then, on September...
Well, they would argue, that particular one, that they've been making payments to a lot of poor people.
Where are the poor people?
Some of their cash transfers and things like that.
Look, no, it's not... Charles, get it clear. Before you pass the budget annually, expenditure framework that must come before the National Assembly for approval. These are the things that the government is anticipating to spend, but that is not to say that even if it is approved, it's a blanket approval. No.
Right.
Every item, every of this...
must be accounted.
Yes.
Right.
No, because you need to ask questions. How are you going to do that? How is it important? And when is the money? What are the terms? All these things are supposed to be discussed first before you engage in it. That is the National Assembly approval. But as I said, when you total these borrowings, the figure I got here is about $9.45 billion, which translates to about 13 trillion. And as I said, I mentioned most of them. These are items that are either intangible, those items are not, it has nothing to do with infrastructure. I would have supported, for example, that the country is borrowing even more than that to build our infrastructures, to build railway, to build our
But you're
roads.
saying that these things that you're mentioning,
Yes.
they're not tangible things
They are not
that
tangible
you can
things
hold on
that you can hold on to,
Right.
and these are things that you pay in the next 40, 50 years.
There you have it. The Senate, a sitting senator in the NAS actually has said at the National Assembly has actually said that, the borrowings are just, ridiculous because they're not tangible, because the reason this money are being borrowed is not something you can hold on to. If you say, oh, we are borrowing so we can fix infrastructure, then when the infrastructures are not being fixed, you can hold them and say, oh, this is why you said you borrow. But, the money they're borrowing is to, help those people at risk of the economic hardship. And where are the people? You can't really pinpoint. And so he's saying there is something definitely fishy when it comes to the borrowings of the federal government. He also said that most of these borrowings don't even pass through the National Assembly for approval. They are not... It is a lot. Over to you, my beloved Honorable. It is 9:13, and this is People's Assembly on a Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7. Studio lines are now open and active. What do you make of this statement, this bold statement credited to Senator Muhammad Ali Undume? And call me up or send messages. The numbers are 070 55 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. You can also send messages, like I said, text messages. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do not forget, once you call in, you are an honorable of this house, and your name is Honorable This, and your location is your constituency. Call me up or send messages. What do you make of the situation of this statement credited to Muhammad, that Senator Muhammad Ali Undume says that, these borrowings are too much. He said he estimated all the borrowings, and it's totaling over 13 trillion naira. And these are, money that you pay over the next 40 to 50 years. And the money is not even, should I say, allocated to something tangible. Because if you say you've given it to some women might just come out and just say, oh yeah, we got the money. And if you say you've given it to some poor people, yes, we got the money as well. It's not something that you can really hold on to. And I remember I said last week that, if you're saying that families who are at risk of the economic hardship, that would be like 85% of Nigerians. So if you're saying you're borrowing, which is in the real sense, I'm just saying the real sense of it, if not even more than 85% of Nigerians, let's just peg it at 85% of Nigerians. So how do we balance it? How do we check if this money is actually used for what they said they want to use it for? And there is a sitting senator saying that all of this don't even go through the National Assembly for approval. Call me up or send messages. You can also head to Facebook and drop a comment there. We're live on Facebook, streaming live at Melody 100.7. Let me know what your take is regarding this particular conversation. There's a sitting senator saying all of these bold things. Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. It's one thing for you to borrow money. It's another thing for you to use that money for what you said you're going to use the money for. Call me up or send messages 07025201007 or 07055071007. Let me know what your take is. It is 16 minutes past 9 a.m. from the studios. We're doing this till 9:30, so we have about 14 more minutes on the clock to do this. 07025 201 007. Please do call me back. That call dropped just now. 07025 201 007 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. You can also text me via WhatsApp on 07055 071 007 07055 071 007. Let's defy all odds. I don't know what is going on with the reception this morning, but let's keep calling. Let the calls come through, okay? Yeah, I can see the calls, but it's dropping. All right. 07055 071 007 07055 You can send text messages, or you can just head straight to Facebook and drop your comment right there. Benny Odeyemi Omokure on Facebook says, well done, good morning to you too. Adeyemi Olubanjo says, good morning to you too. Olashide Abib says, well done, from Okpayemi, from area Baggy in Ibadan. Okay, thank you so much for the comment. Let me know what your thoughts are this morning regarding the situation at hand. There is a sitting senator alleging that, or saying in his words, that most of this money that the federal government has borrowed don't even go through the National Assembly. And also, if this money is truly borrowed, what are they being used for? Where are the people that are said to have this money spent on? Hello, good morning, Honorable. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Thank you. I'm Honorable Bossa speaking from Ibadan.
Hi, Honorable Bossa. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right. Let's have your take regarding this.
What the Senator said, that the federal government has been going and it doesn't go to the Senate. I think he is right by saying that what they take loans for are not being put in effect with the economy. So I just wish that, because times down almost every week, no week goes by without us having news that the federal government is about to take a loan. And that loan, they will tell us what they're about to use it for. By the end of the day, we don't see it being put to the effect. And it's not supposed to be. How will development come about when something like that doesn't happen in the nation? Take for instance, here in Oyo State, where we all are, Several times, sometimes when we hear that the state government is about to take a loan for something or a project, at the end of the day, we will see the project being commissioned, which is to show that really the loan was being has been put to effect and has been achieved, which is a success on their part. So we want to also celebrate success on the part of this federal government. This is 2 years now of the administration. There's nothing, no infrastructural development, nothing. Only policies that have been bringing about pains and hardships on the masses, and that is not what we voted them into power for. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Bossa, for calling in. Do have a great day ahead of you. All right, 07025201007. 07025201007 or 07055071007. Call me up or send messages. There is Senator Mohammed Ali Udume saying that the borrowings of the federal government are not being used for any tangible thing. Because if you're saying you're giving it to the poor masses, there is no way to track it. If you say you're giving it to the women, there is no way to track it as well. So if the loans were taken to probably like commission infrastructure projects, that was what he said. Maybe, just maybe, we would be able to track it and say, oh yeah, it was used for what they said it was going to be used for, or maybe it wasn't used for it. You know what? I would actually just play, the video, the audio clip again, so you can listen to what Senator Mohammed Ali Udume did say, during this.
Let me first of all say that I'm not against borrowing. Even the greatest countries in the world, America, Japan, China, all are big borrowers. But they borrow for physical, tangible, and accountable projects that you spread and pay over time. But my worry is not even in the borrowing, it's what you borrow for. Let me give you quickly a rundown of what I checked. You see, in June 2023, $500 million was borrowed for women program to scale up what they call MPWPSC. Can you see that? Can Nigerians see it? Where are the women? Then on June 23rd, the same day, $800 million was borrowed to cushion the impact of high petrol prices after fuel subsidy removal. How? Where? Then, on September 23rd, 2003, under the same government, $700 million was borrowed again for Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment. Then, on December 23rd, the same thing, $750 million borrowed through what they call renewable energy scale-up. Then, June 24th, 2024, $1.5 billion was borrowed to support Nigeria's reform for economic stabilization to enable transformation.
That one sounds very spurious, I have to be honest.
Okay, you see? Then in June 24th, $750 million again was borrowed for immediate financial and technical support for efforts to stabilize economy and to scale up support to the poor and most economically at risk. Then, on September...
Well, they would argue, that particular one, that they've been making payments to a lot of poor people.
Where are the poor people?
Some of their cash transfers and things like that.
Look, whenever you're doing something, if it is true, somebody will come out to say thank you.
But are these loans, are they approved by the National Assembly? I mean, do they pass through your Senate for
No,
approval?
what passes through the Senate so far as this is these are itemized.
Right, the bulk of it passes.
No, the bulk.
through.
You don't pass the bulk. You pass the itemized. If, for example,
right.
before.
So were all these itemized things approved?
Not to my.
So you're saying they're extra?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
Because I know that
because such amount. There was the medium-term expenditure framework.
Right.
It's something that they bring and we look at and maybe approve it, but that is not to say it's a blanket.
So you're saying these things have bypassed the National Assembly?
That is it so far.
The reason I say that is that
Very, very strong allegations right there. 07025201007. 07025201007 or 07055071007. We'll have 6 more minutes to talk about this. What is your take regarding what Senator Mohammed Ali Dume actually did say, saying that, the borrowings of the federal government is not, somewhat okay because you can't track what it is said to being allocated for because these are not infrastructure projects and you can't track it. So where are the people? And even when it was asked, someone saying that, some people actually said they got payment, and he said something that if you did something, someone somewhere would always come out to say thank you. What are your thoughts? 07025201007. 07025 201 007. I know the reception is bad, it's terrible this morning because of the rain, maybe, but let's keep trying. 07055 071 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, so my name is Victor, and I am right now around Coca-Cola.
Okay, Honorable Victor from Coca-Cola constituency. Good to have you on the show around Mokola area, right? That is Mokola constituency. Let's just. All right. All right. So let's have your thoughts.
So thank you for making me laugh so loud this morning.
You're welcome,
because
sir.
what this government is doing is very laughable. Unfortunately, it should have been laudable, but it's laughable because this is the same government that has come to power saying that if they remove subsidy, would make a lot of money to cushion several other aspects of the economy. But yes, subsidy has been removed, and all we get to do every now and then is to go and borrow it, which means that this government is clueless. This government knows nothing about governance, actually. They are just there. And that shows why they couldn't find anywhere else in Nigeria to reflect on their reforms and policies, but to go to France to go and reflect on it. Just the same way that, the president of
But Mr. Victor, Honorable Victor, a lot of people will argue that if you really want to reflect on something, you have to look at it from afar. So you necessarily don't have to be in the country to do it. You can look at it from France.
Wait, are you looking at Nigeria from afar, or you are looking at your politics? So they are not. It's not the country. It's not the landscape that they are reforming. It's what they have put in place. So if you want to check it out, you necessarily don't. They are in France now, but they are not looking at Nigeria. They are looking at papers. They are looking at impact. So which you can actually do anywhere. You only do things from afar if you need to separate yourself from that particular thing. But no, in Nigeria, you can retreat. People do retreat. I'm sure that in your office, when you want to do retreat, you will not leave Nigeria. You probably might just...
But we leave the office. We mostly leave the office.
Yeah, but... Yeah, so you can leave Abuja and go to somewhere else in Nigeria. You necessarily don't have to be frolicking around saying that you are doing any reform that you are not even, you don't even know what you are doing. So it's apparent that this government is just amassing wealth for themselves. And you would recollect that since they came in, they've been telling us Nigerians to, calm down, sacrifice. But yet, what has the government done? Government has been buying a private jet for the president. They have repaired, they have refurbished a house. They didn't build the house, so the vice president's villa, they didn't build it, so they only tried to maintain the house for over 21 billion naira. And yet they tell us to calm down. So these monies are the money they are going to borrow. So they are just siphoning the money, but it's fine. We are in it all together. We'll keep looking at the government.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Victor.
We'll all have sense in this country.
Amen. Thank you so much, Honorable Victor. To have a great day ahead of you. 07025201007 or 07055071007. Let's see if we can get in with just one more call before we wrap it up this morning on the People's Assembly. 07025 201 007. All right, so I have, a number of, what's the code now? Comments here. This one says, by Juden, says, I hope they will not suspend you again. Ayolola says, this is same question I've been asking. Just under 2 years. With absolutely nothing to show. There is Democraft saying, as I hear there's a mount, my generator for workshop stop working. Abba. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, my speaker. Good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Yes, this is Honorable Emmanuel from Olunde constituency.
Good to have you on the show this morning, sir. All right, so what is your take?
What happens is that Ali Ondime is speaking the truth. If in terms of lopsidedness, go and check among the 48 ministers, you see how many that is in Southwest alone. And not only that, the juicy one. And what I got to know is that anything finance, both in agency, is just for Southwest. Both custom, both immigration, go and check it. Both EFCC. Anything finance is based on this Southwest. And I noticed they ask themselves, I go and check the ministerial that is in Southwest is from Ogun State. Go and check almost two-thirds of them. So it's lopsidedness. We should say the truth.
Okay.
That's one. So they are just borrowing money. We don't, first something for 190 something to almost 1,000 plus. Where is 800 and plus? Where is the equity? Look at education. Everything is carroted. So that difference, where is the money? Look at MTN, those network carry. Where is that difference? Where is the money? So everything added, everything increased. So where is that difference? Where is the money? We don't know. They are still borrowing. So where is the money? So God will not help us.
Amen. Amen.
So that means the federal government of today, they need to be transparent and accountability towards that. See, we Nigerians, the money that you borrow, you want to use it to finish a particular project or to do something, but they are not sincere with us. So may God rescue us from bad government.
Amen. Thank you so much, Honorable, for calling. So that's it on the People's Assembly. I can't take any more calls because I've got mechanics in the studio already, and before they start practicing on me stylishly, I'd have to end it for today on the People's Assembly, but it returns tomorrow by 9 a.m. Do not forget, okay? So this, of course, is still Melody Sunrise. I'll be heading back to the music now. Thanks to every single person that called, tried to call in, tried to text as well, because I saw some blank messages. Thank you so much. Here's a with me featuring Brimo doing Milk and Honey, because the country is blessed with milk and honey. Not? Stick around.
Imado, ofin nu femi, ovara femi ya, ofin le poti o fono roka. Imado, ofo femi, ofo la kemia, o afi mi si won kona. So Raji, ìfẹ́ ń pa mí bí ọtí o, màmá gbàgbé mi o, àwọ̀ ẹlẹ́wà mi o. Love is sweet like honey.
Love is sweet like honey.
Love is sweet past milk and honey.
Sweet past milk and honey.
Love is sweet like honey.
Love is sweet like honey.
Love is sweet past milk and honey.
Sometimes your love it is sweet, sweet, sweet. Sometimes it is pepper my body. I want the love that you give, but I also want your money. So hustle, oh. Give me your love, make I give you back. Oh. Make our love just they grow, they go. Oh. Do you remember? Yes. Remember when you held me close. Remember when you told me you won't let me go. The love you they give it, they shut me down. Shut me down. I want to be your wife. Make me stay together, they feel the vibe. Because love is sweet like honey.
All right, Milk and Honey on Mawumi and Brimo, and it is 9:36 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. Now it is time for Mechanics Lounge. I've got the mechanics in the studio, just like I said earlier. There is Bada Abdullah in the studios, and of course there is the man without the jollof fries, but it was very national justice, so we actually forgive him for that one. There is Mr. Shubami in the studios as well. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Wonderful.
I did not expect it. I did not expect it to not be wonderful. I mean, you just have to go and look for your jersey this morning. No, the banter on the street today is going to be tough.
I've got the bragging rights all throughout today.
But like I said, you formed my hand. You didn't bring jollof fries. So
Let's wait for the second leg.
when is the second leg anyway? Next week. Next week when?
Next week,
Wednesday. So that means I'll get jollof fries on Friday. Table is not turning because my jollof fries is like no. My jollof fries has to enter this office on Friday. Oh, sorry. So I did say that it's the first leg, right? And it's 3-0.
Yeah.
There is not even one to just say that okay, aggregate maybe we should score 2 and then we're good.
Madrid can score 6 for the second leg.
This one is a hater. This one is a hater. Abdullah is a hater. What club do you support? Eh? Upsuit.
Actually, we
are
talking about.
No. What club do you support?
Shooting Star.
Upsuit. Okay. All right, so we're talking car fault codes, right?
Yes.
All right, so where do we continue from?
Okay, on Monday, we started by talking about the car section. Because there's no how you want to talk about fault codes. You want to break down those fault codes and talk about car sections. So we mentioned the 4 car sections that we have on Monday, which is the powertrain, chassis, talked about the systems under the chassis system. We talked about the brakes, suspension and steering, the brakes, the ABS, the traction control system, and the chassis section. But for the powertrain section simply consists of both your engine and your transmission, your radio, your entertainment system, your tires, your SRS, which is the restraint system, or the airbag system. The HVAC system, which is the AC, all those systems are under the body section. Okay. Now the last one, which is the network or communication section, is the section that mostly I like to call it the wiring section.
Oh, okay.
Because that is the section where all the other that section uses all the other systems use that section to communicate. Okay. On Monday, I explained something about 3 systems using information from a particular primary system. Okay, it is the communication section that transfers those information from this section to this section. Okay. And when it comes to vehicles like that, when we talk about communication or the network section, most times you're talking about the wires of the vehicle.
Okay.
The ones and the zeros.
Okay.
That's how they communicate. So that is the network section. The network section also uses some protocols, which we will not be able to get into today because that's the major point of focus. The reason we are saying this is the sections are important because of the fault code interpretation. It's one thing for your car to have issues, one thing for you to understand and call out the codes. It's another thing entirely for you to understand those codes, be able to interpret it, and be able to pinpoint it to where the fault actually resides. So your fault code basically it comes in a 5-digit format, 5-digit alphanumeric format. Consists of numbers, consists of letters also, basically 5 digits. But the first digit of your fault code tells you the section of the car where the fault resides.
Okay.
Like I always like to say also, the fault code is like the address of where the fault is.
Okay.
Okay. For example, you have the address of the workshop is number 3, Kolapa Remo Close, Ofa Street, Ashibodija, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria.
Oshe.
Africa, West Africa.
What's this?
So, it's coming from another universe.
Yes.
The first thing you have to get to the Milky Way universe.
Yes.
They look for Earth.
Yes.
They probably look for Africa.
Yes, then you look for West Africa,
they
then for Nigeria, then you look for
the first digit of the fault code, which tells you the section of. We have 4 sections.
Yes.
Powertrain, chassis is signified by the letter P for powertrain. Body is signified by the letter B. Chassis by the letter C.
Okay.
Network of communication by the letter U.
Okay.
Don't ask me why that one is different. Because you're saying powertrain P, body B, chassis C.
Yeah.
Network
is now
U. Well, that is really the one thing. So the first digit of your fault code tells you the section of the vehicle where the fault resides. So if you are seeing a P as your first digit of a fault code, no, that fault code is a powertrain fault. Okay. If you are seeing a B, that fault is a body fault.
Okay.
It's a fault that resides in the body section of the vehicle. If you're seeing a C as a first fault code digit, it's simply saying C is that fault code resides in the chassis section of the vehicle. Likewise, when you see U also, U is telling you that fault code is coming from the network or the communication section of the vehicle. That's basically what the first digit tells you. Now, like I said, each of the digits of your fault code has a meaning. So understanding it, breaking it down, lets you trace that fault to the point where the OBD system on the vehicle has seen it, registered it, and has flagged it.
All right.
Okay, you're looking at the second digit of the car, of the fault code. Now, on Monday also, we talked about where you have an era in the industry where you had standardization. Prior to this point, vehicle manufacturers were doing different things. Okay? That means when it comes to fault code identification.
It could vary from a brand to brand.
Exactly. Toyota had its own. The Mercedes had their own. Audi had their own. BM had their own. Honda had their own. But it came to a point where they was like, okay, fine, let's try and standardize the whole entire industry. Well, there was a time also in the phone industry you had different phones with different chargers.
Yeah.
Okay,
but now everyone is either using a Type-C charger or
the normal BlackBerry charger.
Yeah.
Or, well, the iPhone charger.
iPhone.
Okay. So a bit of standardization has come into the industry. So same thing in the automobile industry. Then they wanted the fault code interpretation to be the same.
Sort of universal.
Yes. Yes, something universal. Also manufacturers. So that was when the OBD2 era started. It has improved, metamorphosed into something super now. Okay. Right now we are going into the OBD3 era. Okay, where even fault code now have been transmitted, have been sent down to the authorities. Well, maybe not here. Really.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
So let's take a step back. But the second digit of your fault code lets you know whether that fault is generic or manufacturer specific. When we say generic, that means cuts across all manufacturers. Or it's telling you this fault code is simply for this manufacturer. Okay. And how do you know whether this fault code is generic or manufacturer specific? When your second digit is a 0,
okay,
it is simply telling you it is generic. Okay. So if you see something like a P0 or a C0 or a B0 or a U0 fault code, it's telling you yes, the section of where the fault code lies, and also telling you this fault code is generic, cuts across all manufacturers. That means if you see this fault code on a Toyota and you see the same thing on a Honda, it's the same thing. You see this fault code on a BMW and see the same fault code on probably a Nissan.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. They mean the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. But if perhaps the fault code down is 2, she is telling you it is manufacturer specific.
Oh, okay.
That means if you see this on a Honda, you see that same code on a Benz. It might tell you it has a different meaning entirely.
Yes.
Okay. So that is the way to identify if the fault code is generic or if it is manufacturer specific.
Okay. So before we wrap up, Brother Abdullah, any input from your end?
There are a list of generic code here.
All right. Let's go through it.
You mentioned generic code, but most cars are most people use to generic code. You know, there are a list of generic code there. If you see P0100 to P0199, it's talking about air and fuel for you.
Okay.
And then from P0200 and P0299, it's talking about air and fuel injector circuit for you. And then P0300 to P0399 is talking about ignition system and misfiring. And for the P0400 and P0499, it's talking about auxiliary emission control.
Okay.
And then from P0500 to P0599, it's talking about vehicle speed control.
Okay.
And the idle control system. And from P0600 and P069, it's talking about computer output circuit.
Okay.
And from P0700 to P089, it's talking about transmission. For you, if you see the code I mentioned, no, this is actually what this is mean. Don't even crack your brain. If you see any code from there, what I've listed here, just tell you this is the.
You have an idea already.
Yes, of what's happening to your car. Don't crack your brain. Maybe it's just a small issue. No, don't crack your brain. This is no.
Now, another thing I would like to also add from what Abdullah just said is that we've talked about the first and the second digit. The third digit tells you the system. Okay, if you can get from what he was saying that from P01 to P0199, it's talking about a particular system. Then from P02 to P0299, it's talking about another system. So the third digit tells you the system where the fault is.
That is the address.
That is the address, right from the galaxy.
Don't go back, please.
So basically, from the section to generic to the system to the component.
Yes.
That is basically what they are telling you.
Okay.
So the first tells you the section, the second tells you whether it's generic or manufacturer specific, the third tells you the system, and the fourth and fifth, which we call the index, tells you this is the component. So you're understanding that, just go straight to that component. What's happening to you? Is it your wiring? Is it you itself that is faulty?
Yeah.
Change it out, you repair, you replace. You run again and see if the fault is gone. If it's not gone, voila, thank God.
All right, so that's it for the Mechanics Lounge for today. We'll return on Friday from 9:30 to 9:45. So I'll be heading back to the music. If you have someone you want me to celebrate for you or on your behalf, you can send me a message, their name, their phone number, and your name so I can put a call through to them or celebrate them for you on air regardless. 07025201007 or 07055071007. Good to have you in the studios today, gentlemen. Wonder Banton doing no wahala. Stick around.
Problem in all the finish. Make you try to enjoy. Wahala in all the finish. Make you try to enjoy. Say kata kata uru not the finish. Make you try to enjoy. Problem in all the finish. Make you try to enjoy. Make we dance like Luala, yeah, Luala. 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 You see this time, I cannot keep myself. I just want to live my life if I'm judging. I don't like bad. I don't go find your trouble. I don't like a salad. So far my money the double. As my money
dance like no other. Yeah, no other. Dance like no other. Yeah, no other.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody.
Where were you back in the day when I was nobody? Where were you? My mama tell me say I will be somebody, body. Now I'm doing it. Some people them no like me. She make I born them, but you know say I love them. Maleka juju, it don't concern you. Only go Fuji, I saw me G. Maleka bala, amumila, but you know me say, cause you know bad on my style, at all. Now you bad in pass, so you know me say, because you know bad on my style, at all. Now you bad in pass, so.
Ṣàkátà gbàrà lásìtàn, ojú àfọ̀fọ̀ tán, ìjà ní dálẹ̀. Yeah. Kò lè easy fọ́lẹ̀, mo ṣe tèmi, ọ̀rọ̀ mi di kàyéfì, ọmọ ọlọ́tẹ̀, apá yín ti gbìn. Now all you have to do is to let me be, and now we patiently be your fantasy. A little bit of love, a little bit of trust, what's up, we bring them Grammy, yeah. Moleko juju, it no concern you. Moleko Fuji, aso mi G. Moleko Akbala, amumila. That's what I see around me. Just taking the beat. Reality.
I'm not your expectation. Don't wish to live by your dictation. Yeah, but yet no compensation. For you be you, I be me, and there's no need to fake me for impression. See a whole heap of them just so run me. Body them busy, they won't let we be. When we do it in the paparazzi way, if only them have eyes to see. Yeah. I know they're sick, I feel like say I'm this baby wonder. But I hate them up to the head, cause fast the world is stronger. Only God juju, you know, cause I am. Only God soul, I saw me G. Only God Arambia. Amumila. You know me say.
Jesse Jagger back up on the track with a swagger. We rockin' J-Town, ABJ to Alaba. Call me the Don Dada. Nobody ringing harder. No matter the Wahada, baby, so you don't matter. See, back in them days, they didn't wanna give me that. Tryna assassinate me like this, I be on a cootie rat. They said, Jesse Jags, no, he just a studio rat. Now everybody wanna know where Jesse Studio's at. So baby, move it. Baby, come and get into it. And if you ain't got no style, watch how I do it. Whether you from the city ghetto or you from the hood. Jesse Jagger does it in a way you wish you would. See, whether you broke or you got the cash flow. No carry last stone, not him by the vaso. So even if you don't, every cock do me, ooh wee. Truly, nothing do me.
All right, so this jam actually was from the year 2009, and I was here just enjoying myself. Stout Dari at Alade. We're nice with Jesse Jags and Password. Dropped in the year 2009. Did I mention that? Yes. These are songs that we're vibing to back in the day. It's really, really nice, actually. It is 9:57. I can't take any more calls, so sorry about that. I'm about to wrap up and leave the studios. Thank you so much to every single person that called in, texted, tried to call in, couldn't get through. Thank you so much. We do this again on Friday when I'll return to Melody Sunrise. Friday morning from 8 a.m. to 9:55. Okay, so I have to step out of the studios now and pave the way for the next broadcast that comes up by 10 a.m. Apologies, and like I always say, to follow us across our socials. We are live across everywhere at Melody 100.7. That is the handle. But for me, it is at Bolabad across all socials. Till Friday, when I come your way again on Melody Sunrise, here is Jay-Z, Kanye West, Rihanna doing Run This Town, because we do. Stick around though.
I'm addicted to the thrill. I'm ready.